What's up guys, Joker here. Today I wanted to bring you an update to my Mini-ITX build that I'm going to be traveling with to Land Syndicate in April. If you remember, just a couple of weeks ago I did that build video for you guys, and I mentioned in there that I wanted to try to get an EVGA GTX 970 hybrid card inside this small form factor build in the Silverstone RVZ02, which was obviously going to take some doing. It's got that that full-size blower style cooler on there in addition to the tubing and the radiator, so I knew it was going to take some doing to actually try to get it into this case, but I wasn't going to let that stop me. I wanted to at least try. So when I set out, I obviously had to pull the blower style cooler off of there to be able to get it in with just the PCB and the radiator to even give myself a chance to be able to actually get this to fit inside the system and have the door closed on there so that I could travel with this thing. So that's exactly what I did. I pulled the blower style cooler off, exposing the PCB very carefully, and I went ahead and then installed that into the Silverstone case. Now with the radiator, there wasn't any screw holes on the case so that I could actually mount it in any sort of traditional way, because this isn't really meant to go into a case like this. So I just kind of ghetto rigged a blue zip tie through the radiator grill onto the case itself and just kind of strapped it on there. And I tried working the tubes after this to see if I can get them to kind of go around the pump itself to see if that would give me enough room to be able to get the side door onto the case and get everything in there. But unfortunately that just was not the case, no pun intended. I tried, numerous ways organizing the tubes and everything, but because of the angles of the tubes coming off of the radiator, that they come straight out rather than being sort of like on an L. If they were on like an L bracket, then maybe I could have got in there, but even then it would have been really close, because just even the thickness of the radiator and the fan itself would have been a bit too much, to actually get the door closed back on this case. So it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to travel with the 970 hybrid card, unfortunately, but it still does work. I got the card in there. The system booted up without any issues, and I went ahead and ran some temperature performance tests by letting Valley run for about an hour just in the system like this as it was, and I was getting around 50 to 55 degrees, which is insane when you consider that before, when I started with the EVGA 970 ACX card on air, I was getting up around 80 degrees. So even with the blower cooler off of this, just with the water running through, we're getting under 60 degrees, which is a testament to just how good the pump is, I think, on these EVGA 970 hybrid cards. And then testing with the actual blower on it as well, which I did put back on, and I tested it with that as well in the open air just to see for a basis comparison. It was around like 40 degrees running with the blower style cooler on there in this same exact setup. So, these 970 hybrid cards are absolute beasts, but I just don't think it's made for this particular enclosure. Maybe there's another Mini-ITX case out there that would work for it, but this is not the one. So as far as what graphics card I'm going to be using for Land Syndicate, that's still kind of on the table at this point. I really don't know. This is not going to work, so I'm going to go back to the table and see what I could do. I don't know, 980 Ti? 1080 Pascal, I don't know what's up around the corner. We got to get a graphics card in this system pretty soon though, so we'll see what happens as we get closer to Land Syndicate, and I will definitely keep you guys updated on the build if any changes do come up. Please let me know what you think about this down in the comments below. Sorry I didn't have better news as far as this actually being able to work and me being able to travel with. But, oh well, I still got a kick-ass system that does fit in a carry-on bag, and Land Syndicate's going to be awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys next time. Ta-ra.